Hey you guys, we just pulled up to the American Institute for Plastic Surgery, and I am 1 week post-op today. So I get to get like all my bandages off, and I get to see my entire chest. So we're really excited and nervous, and I know it's gonna look good.
Yes,
but I'm scared.
You've been a little nervous this morning.
Yeah. So we're going to try to like record that, and I will show y'all my chest here in a little bit. Cool. Hey you guys, I was not able to record my top surgery reveal, mainly because we got excited, and so we just didn't do it. But I did want to show you my chest before I take like a modified shower real quick. Fair warning, everything's not like real cleaned up yet, so if you get like real queasy, you might want to like look away now. But here are the results for my top surgery. I'm really stoked about it. I think it looks really great. I think the first thing I said to them was like, my nipples are still there, because that was like one of my big concerns. So yeah, so this is my chest, and I'm gonna take a shower, and then me and my partner will record and talk a little bit more about that follow-up for my 1 week. All right, cool. Okay, cool. Now that I have clothes on, we'll talk a little bit about like the 1 week follow-up, the actual appointment. And I had a couple people ask me some questions of things that like I didn't cover in the last video that they want to know that I thought were pretty important. So I just wanted to go over those real quick. I really wanted to mention that Dr. Rafael has a no drain method. A lot of guys, whenever they get top surgery, you'll see that they have drains where the extra blood, I guess, it drains out. And so they're like tubes. And I think most of them get them taken out at the 1 week mark.
I think so.
But Dr. Rafael has a technique, and I'm not sure the specifics of how it works, but where he doesn't use drains.
He described it on his website even.
Yeah, so, and I'll post a link for that. So if you want to know more about like the specifics of that, and it was a huge like plus in my book for why I wanted to go to him, because I hate blood. And so like the idea of drains like creeped me out. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. I also want to talk about like discontinuing testosterone for top surgery. I know that was like a concern of mine. I didn't really know how all that worked out. And so I was on T for about a little bit over 2 months. Yeah, going into top surgery. So what they asked was that I discontinue it 2 weeks before because it messes with your blood. And so I discontinued 2 weeks before. I got blood work done the week before, and then I was able to start back on my T the day after surgery. So I didn't experience like, I don't know, any like crashes from not having my testosterone for those that time frame, and it didn't really mess up my anything. So yeah. So if you had any question about that, and another big thing that whenever I was wanting top surgery is like that was probably the most dysphoric region of my body, like with everything. And so it was really important to me to have top surgery as soon as I could. And I wasn't sure like if anybody would do top surgery on me without me being on T, or how long I needed to be on T, or anything like that. But so, and a lot of people have asked me that, because some guys never want to do testosterone. Some guys only want top surgery. Some do testosterone and never get top surgery. It's just whatever you want. And I didn't experience like any issue with how I did it, with being on T just for a short period of time. They would have done it if I wasn't on T. So anything like that. So if I had a couple people ask me about that. Okay, so for like the actual appointment, do you want to talk a little bit about like what happened or what they said?
Yeah, so we went in and he was super nervous. We had our little like get everything together in the car, emotionally get ready. He was super nervous about his nipples not being there when they took the bandages off, that they had maybe like I guess shifted or just like not attached or something. That was a huge concern.
I know that sounds crazy, but it's just like,
yeah,
it was a huge deal. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't want nothing to do with them. I wanted to see them. But like I was pretty terrified of them still, to be honest.
Yeah. So we came in there, and she comes and she took off the ace bandage. She began to remove the do not remove big things that were on the over the nipples. And so she took all that off, and it looked amazing. Like, I had to stand up and I like stepped away, and I was so shocked at how good it looked. It really did. And I think he was like, he wanted to look, but he was so nervous to look because he might get, and at one point he did have to lean back because he got a little lightheaded, but it wasn't bad. He didn't pass out, so plus.
Yeah, I just, medical stuff gets me all, but I mean, I was just so excited. It looked great. But yeah, and it was extremely emotional.
Yeah.
I was not ready for as emotional of a day as it was. I like before any of this like process started, I thought, you know, the actual surgery day would be like the most emotional, but it really wasn't. Surgery day, I think because I don't like medical stuff, I had to block a lot of it out to like just get through it and do it. So yeah, and then just the reveal overall, I was just completely overwhelmed, and in all kinds of good ways. And I know you said you were too.
I felt super emotional. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't occur to me that would be such an emotional day. Like you said, I figured it would have been more on surgery day, but I feel like surgery day was so busy and we had so much to get ready for, and you know, but I don't know, but the full reveal was definitely very emotion filled. But it was good. It was a good experience. Everything looked great, and
then so she did that, and she told you a little bit of aftercare. It was hard for me to listen. Sorry, my dog is like right here. She told me, this is Moxxie, by the way. She's the sweetest dog ever.
Yes, so sweet.
So for aftercare, go ahead.
Aftercare, you just it's Vaseline on little squares. What am I trying? Gauze squares, and that one on each nipple, and then it's covered with a loose bandage of gauze and tape over that, and that stays on until it heals. She said that can range from 1 week to 3 weeks. You just kind of can look at it and tell when it stops, you know, flaking, or when it looks like new skin. Basically, is when you really don't have to do that anymore. You shower daily, redress. For the first week, you do 2 dressings, twice a day, and then after that, you just go to once a day. And then once you're done with your dressings, then you just start wearing the tape on the incision lines, and don't do anything with the nipples. They just, you know, because they're healed, you're good to go. But the tape you want to wear for, I think, 3 months to really help that scar to minimalize, because it's going to be a scar. I mean, we know that that's not going to go away, but as minimal scar as possible to keep the tape on for 3 months afterwards.
And
it's
then
pretty easy. I mean, that's about it.
Yeah. So, and she said, like, for the shower, just to make sure that, like, it doesn't, like, directly hit. So, like, you know, shower, like, with your back towards it or whatever. And it's okay if the water and the soap and stuff gets, like, on your chest, but you just don't want that, like, directly going on your grafts.
You don't want to spray on there.
So, yeah. And so then Dr. Rafael came in and real quickly just looked at it, just make sure everything was all right. And typically he asked that you come back, like, 3 months after your 1 week post-op. Just to check on everything and make sure everything's healing all right. But we are not going to
be here.
We'll be in Hawaii. So he told us that we could just come back on October 19th. So
which
that's
is right before we leave. So that'll be
good. So we'll do that. And the other, like, really big thing about yesterday was that I was able to get my letter showing that I had a gender-affirming surgery. And so I can take that to the court and petition for my gender marker and name change. So that's actually what we are about to go do
today.
Try to get a court date.
Book a day, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's just a really important step for me and for, like, a lot of trans guys and trans people, is to, you know, have their name, you know, the correct name on their documents, and the correct reflection of their gender. So yeah. So we're about to go do that. And if you have any questions, or if you want to inquire more about Dr. Rafael, I'll put a link down below. I would recommend him to anybody. I've had great experience with him and his staff. So yeah, I will add those. And the next video I make will probably be my 3 months on T video. So I'll talk about some of the changes I've noticed being 3 months on T at that point. All right. Well, we will see you guys later.
Bye.